Hello and welcome folks, whether you're old or new, welcome to my channel. I am James the Pokeknight, and today we are going to learn how to play the Pokemon trading card game through the best way to actually learn it through Pokemon Trading Card Online. So let us log in. So first of all, in order to play use the Pokemon TCG Go, doesn't cost you anything. All you have to do is create an account for your Pokemon, and I just create like a screen name, a username, and that make sure you have like a password, and then boom. Now it'll come up with kind of like a technical thing like that, and then you'll have this. It says current challenges. Now current challenges are not necessarily important as now, but it says win one match with a theme deck that contains water. Okay, that's very nice. Now it will kind of pop up to say, do you want to learn the tutorial? And you want to go yes, but now this ball here is very important. If you click on the ball, it says here, now we have a theme deck, which is fantastic. We now have a playable theme deck that we can use, which is absolutely great because you kind of need that because you don't start off with anything. So having a theme deck is really good. Now this is a little bit different from the last time because I think this updates every time depending on the set and or after a couple of months. So we are going to go now. This is very important, but I will go through all of this in another video, and we're going to go to the tutorial. So I think we're going to do is like just maybe one or two. So we're going to do like, what we'll do is we'll do 2 matches and then we'll go off to like another sort of thing. So obviously this is our avatar, which looks nothing like me because I am absolutely not like sort of tannish, kind of near ginger a little bit. Although like, I do have a bit of a quite of a beard. If you've seen my Instagram, you know, follow me on Instagram. But we're going to go off and play so we can actually learn how to play the game. So let's go off and do that. Let's learn how to play. So we have Zach here. Now he has a steel normal deck, and we actually have a water thing here, which means we could actually win that challenge that we were doing. So it says here, hi, my name is Zach, and I'm going to teach you how to play. You start each game with an active Pokemon. Right click on Oshwa for a closer look. Okay. So Oshwa has blah blah blah. Okay, basically this is how it goes. Each Pokemon card, when you play a game, you have to have an active Pokemon on the field. You can't start a game without an active Pokemon. Probably unlike other popular trading card games where you can start a game without any active monsters or creatures or whatnot. In Pokemon, you need to have an active Pokemon, because it's very, very important. And this is kind of what the card, this Oshawott card is. And the things you just need to know right at this moment are that this is the stage that it's at, which is basic, which means you can summon this card straight away without evolving it. The hit points is basically the HP, and Oshawott has 60, and the attacks. We have 2 attacks, one that does 10 damage and one that does 20. Normally the ones that do higher damage cost more energies, and we'll show you that when it happens. So let's just move Oshawott right here. We get now, for what you kind of saw there, once our active Pokemon is placed and everything is kind of set, we then draw our 6 prize cards. We put them face down into the prize card slot, and we cannot, the only way we can get it if we knock a Pokemon to obtain at least one prize card per Pokemon knocked out, unless specified by any other means. So he's going to put a Metal Energy onto his Pokemon. Now, what you've got to understand here is energies is the main focus of like the deck, kind of like very important to have. You need to have energies in your deck in order for you to attack. If you have no energies, you can't attack, and it's very, very crucial that you do. but also because it was Zach's first turn, he couldn't attack, so he had to end his turn. For us, however, and this might go with a lot of other popular like card games as well, we can now attack, which we're going to do. And we're going to use Rain Splash, which does 10 damage. Now, Eevee has 50 HP, or hit points. We dealt 10, so he only now has 40. So if we were to knock that remaining 40 off, it gets knocked out. Simple? Okay. Let's see what the opponent does. So he puts another energy, and that allows him to use a stronger attack. Now, we're able to kind of do the exact same thing, but he's still kind of at a disadvantage because while he had to wait for his next turn to attack, we didn't. So we can do more damage, and he's in more damage. So he realizes his Pokemon is going to be knocked out, so he has to do something quick. So he puts a Pokemon out. And do you know what? That is completely fine. Now, there's some ways we can actually stall this. There's another card that's very important, and that's the trainer cards. There are different types of trainer cards, and we'll get to those later in either this video or in the next video. And I'm thinking of just doing this in two-parters. You know, just do it all in the two. So this one is our potion, and it will heal 30 damage from one of your Pokemon. So let's do that. Let's heal Oshawott. And come on, heal. There we go. So we've taken 30 damage counters off us, and now we've got one on it. And we're going to knock out this Pokemon, which is fantastic. Really good. So now that we've knocked out one of the Pokemon, we can take a prize card. So let's take a prize card, and it's a water energy. So we gain a new card, but more importantly, our prize cards count has been reduced. So we only need 5 more cards in order to win the game, or if anything else happens. Because there are other ways to win the deck, to win the game. I mean, now what Fletchling had done there is he had an attack that only cost 1 energy, but it had a speculation. Oh, for Christ's sake. It's really kind of like, oh, you have to do this. So we'll get that over and done with. Let's just have a look at Fletchling here for a moment. So it says here, flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 10 more damage. Obviously it got heads, so it did 10 more damage. You get this a lot with a lot of cards. Some of these are pretty good, and some have really bad side effects. This one's actually really good. There are 2 types of... You kind of see like this plus. If it says plus, then you're guaranteed to do at least 10 plus, but how many more you actually do. But let's get on to actually trying to win this, because we want to win, because we are the winners of this. So he's doing the quick eye, and he's got heads, which is fantastic. Now my Oshawott is going to die, basically. So with knowing this, I'm going to power up my Baniri, so that I can then, when it gets knocked out, I can then take Baniri, because you're going to see something very important. So he's going to quick attack, he's gained a head, he's knocked us out. That is fine. And now that our Pokemon is knocked out, our bench Pokemon, whether it's our last one or not, will just automatically go into the active zone. But we are generally going to win. Why? Because he has no Pokemon on his bench, which means we get the automatic victory. Now there's 3 ways that you can win a Pokemon match. First of all, we gain 25 coins, which is really good, fantastic. So there's 3 ways that you can actually win. If you take all your prize cards, knock the last remaining Pokemon, or if you deck out, or if the opponent or you deck out, or if the opponent decks out. That's the only way, the 3 ways that you can win, basically. So we're going to play Ella here, and then we'll call it a day, or we'll call it a day for this part, and then the next part we'll continue on with the rest. Okay, so we're still using the water deck. So let's see what's different. So now what you kind of notice, this is how the game always starts. You always draw 7 cards. Sorry. So we have to play a Pokemon on our active zone. So we play our Banana. And okay, so we only got 2 prize cards there, but to be honest, we're only learning. Normally it is 6. So let's put an energy. Now, like I said at the start, because we went first, we can't attack. You know, like, you can click on it, nothing happens. So we have to end our turn. We have to. There's no way of doing it. But luckily for her, she can attack. Okay, so, because we put an energy at first, we can use our most strongest attack, which is Smash Kick. So she's 20 damage more, or less even, but she's going to heal like the troll that she is. Now, what you've seen there is she obviously used a very powerful attack, but it also dealt damage to her. Sometimes, if an attack seems too good to be true, it normally is, because it has sometimes of a nasty side effect. So, for instance, Takedown does 30 damage, which is quite a lot for 2 energy, but it does 10 damage to itself, and that's not good for our little Baneri. So we're going to do a Smash Kick. Hopefully that'll do it, and then now at this point, what she's going to do, she's going to evolve her Lillipup into a Herdier, which is stronger, is able to use stronger attacks, and it leaves us kind of vulnerable. But luckily for us, we drew an evolution, you know, surprisingly. So we're able to do the exact same thing. And because we are able to do the exact same thing, we are going to attack for 20 damage. So stage 1 is an evolution, and it always makes your Pokemon stronger. That's kind of how it is. It will make your Pokemon stronger. Now, what she did there is very important, because this is another way that you can save like your Pokemon, and it's called retreating. Retreating is basically you remove an energy to retreat back onto the bench and switch Pokemon. And I don't know why I did that. It's weird, but oh well. It wouldn't kind of like matter anyway. And you can only do it as long as you have a way to retreat, and you can only play 1 energy plus per turn, so you can't always do it frequently. So we're just going to heal. We're just going to try and prolong the battle a little bit, and then what we can do is we'll use our most powerful attack to knock out this Riolu. And then what you kind of see is everything that was attached to it goes straight away. And we'll gain our prize, which is a water energy. Surprise, surprise. And here's the most funniest thing. She's going to then use her most powerful attack, but it doesn't matter because we're going to win this. We're going to Waterfall, and we have won it. That is us. We have won that prize, which is fantastic. we have won it, and then this will go over to 50, and our prize count has now reached 50. We have now 75 total coins, which is great. And I think on that, folks, I will leave it there. If you want to continue on watching this, then click on the annotation on the video or down in the description. I'll try and see if I can get the iCards up for part 2 of this video, where we will battle these guys. Or do you know what? We'll battle these, and then we'll battle them on the third part. Let's do it that way. So until then, guys, leave a like if you think this was really good. Also subscribe as well for future pack openings and maybe more of the TCGO in the future, hopefully. But until then, guys, I will see you later, and keep on gaming.